Welcome student. Now we study about mechanical properties of fluids. In today's session, we learn about critical velocity and Reynolds number. In hydrodynamics, the fluids it is in motion. The flow of a fluid, whatever streamline or turbulent, is differentiated on the basis of velocity of the flow. The velocity beyond which a streamlined flow becomes turbulent is called critical velocity. Due to this, the smooth flow of a fluid with velocity smaller than certain critical velocity is called streamlined flow or laminar flow of a fluid. And the irregular and unsteady flow of a fluid when its velocity increases beyond critical velocity is called turbulent flow. Means the critical velocity it is the boundary line between the streamlined flow and turbulent flow. According to the scientist Osborne Reynolds, the critical velocity is given by Vc is equal to Rn eta by rho d, where Vc is critical velocity of the fluid, Rn is Reynolds number, eta is coefficient of viscosity, rho is density of fluid, and small d is diameter of the tube. From above equation, we can determine the equation for Reynolds number. It can be written as Rn is equal to Vc rho d by eta. The Reynolds number is a pure number, therefore it has no unit and no dimensional equation. It is found that for Reynolds number is less than 1000, the flow of fluid is streamlined, while for Reynolds number is greater than 2000, the flow of fluid is turbulent. When the Reynolds number is between 1000 and 2000, the flow of fluid becomes unsteady, that is, it changes from streamlined flow to a turbulent flow. The another one property of fluid is viscosity. If we drop some water onto the glass surface, it flows freely and quickly. But if we can drop some syrup or honey, it flows slowly and stick to the surface. The difference is due to the fluid friction. This friction is both within the fluid itself and between the fluid and its surrounding. This property of fluid is called viscosity. The water has low viscosity, where the syrup or honey has high viscosity. On the basis of property of viscosity, there are two types of flow. First one is viscous flow and another one is non-viscous flow. The figure shows the symmetric section of viscous flow. Different layers flow with different velocity. The central layer flows that faster and outermost layer flows slower. Non-viscous flow. The figure shows the symmetric section of non-viscous flow. In this case, there is no dragging force in the non-viscous flow and all layers are moving with the same velocity. And viscosity of such fluid is zero. If we observe the flow of river water, it is found that the water near both sides of the river bank flow slow and as move with towards the center of the river, and the water flows faster gradually. At the center, the flow is the fastest. From this observation, it is clear that there is some opposition force between two adjacent layers of fluid which affects their relative motion. Therefore, viscosity is that property of fluid by virtue of which the relative motion between different layers of fluid experience a dragging force. This force is called as the viscous drag. The figure shows symmetrically change in velocity of layer as its distance from a reference layer changes. In liquid, the viscous drag is due to the short-range molecular cohesive force, and in gases, it is due to the cohesion between fast-moving molecules. In both the liquid and gases, as long as the relative velocity between the layers is small, the viscous drag is proportional to the relative velocity. In turbulent flow, the viscous drag increases rapidly and it is not proportional to the relative velocity but proportional to the higher power of relative velocity. Velocity gradient. The rate of change of velocity with distance measured from a stationary layer is called as velocity gradient. That is dv by dx. Coefficient of viscosity. According to the Newton's law of viscosity, for a streamline flow, viscous force F acting on any layer is directly proportional to the area A of the layer and velocity gradient dv by dx. That is, F is directly proportional to A into dv by dx. For removing proportionality sign, we can take the proportionality constant eta. Therefore, the equation becomes F is equal to eta into area into velocity gradient dv by dx, where eta is the proportionality constant called coefficient of viscosity of liquid. From equation, we can write the equation for eta is equal to force by area into velocity gradient dv by dx. The coefficient of viscosity can be defined as the viscous force per unit area per unit velocity gradient. The SI unit of viscosity is Newton second per meter square. Coefficient of viscosity of a fluid changes with change in its temperature. For most liquid, the coefficient of viscosity decreases with increase in their temperature. These are some examples of fluids with different temperature and its coefficient of viscosity. In today's session, we will cover the topic critical velocity and Reynolds number, viscosity, viscous drag, velocity gradient, Newton's law of viscosity, coefficient of viscosity and its unit and dimension. Thank you.